Hey guys, this is DFD, aka Dark Frozen Depths, and I normally don't do too many videos about this, but yeah, I have to talk about a whole bunch of stuff that's been going down with Final Fantasy Brave Exvius. Now, there's been a few misconceptions about things. I kind of want to put my own opinion on about it, and I don't know how many people's actually going to watch this video because I don't get too many views on Final Fantasy Brave Exvius anyways. But I kind of do want to put my own opinion about this because I played this game too. I mean, hell, looking at this screen right now, I got quite a bit of lapis on there. I got that from Black Friday. Well, I had more, but I kind of spent some because Seagheart came as a from a 4-star ticket, so I just decided to go for the step up, and I managed to get on the 7-star. But anyways, I do play this game. I do put money towards it at times, depending on the deals. But I gotta point some things out now. Way back in Halloween, we've gotten a bit of a fiasco where we had pretty much 5 units that you had to get from a rainbow crystal. 2 were on one banner, but at least they got a step up that you can run a few times. So that made it a little bit easier to get them if you want to hunt them down. The other units, though, they were 3 old Halloween units. 2 of them were extremely good. I don't know how good the third one was at 7-star, but I haven't heard anything too bad about him. Now, the whole thing about these units is the fact that these are the ones that people wanted to aim for more. Unless they wanted that one tank from the other one that got introduced, but again, they had a step up. This one was different. These 3 units, which were Demon Rain, Grimlord Sakura, and Dracula Aswell, they did not get a step up. Now, why is this an issue? Because you have 3 units that you can only get from rainbow crystals, which means you have a 3% chance of a rainbow even appearing. And from what I heard, you have a roughly 1 or 2% chance of a banner rainbow. So that means you have less than a 1% chance of getting any of these 3. And add on the fact that they don't get a step up, meaning there's no rate increases, there's no guaranteed pull one on the last step, none of that. They are the only 3 units in the game that can reach 7-star that never got a step up. And the big thing about that is the fact that you need 2 of the same unit to hit 7-star. And only 5 stars can go up to 7-star. So if you're a 5-star base, you can go up to 7-star. Or hopefully you will eventually. I don't know if they're going to do that with units like Kelsis. But that's the whole thing with that. And we had some really horrible rates that you had to beat twice with the same character. That's a problem. But then to add even more icing to the cake, they did the same thing with the Valkyrie profile banner right after Halloween, man. So a lot of people probably tried really hard and exhausted their resources on Halloween. And hey, we got Valkyrie profile, which came out. The units aren't all that good, but their Trust Mastery rewards were extremely, extremely powerful. And again, you got to pull on a triple rate banner. But thankfully, they mitigated that a little bit by having 2 versions of the step-ups. Both of them, in fact. One where you get one of those guaranteed units on the final step. But you had to fight between 3 of them. And then each individual one also got their own specific rate ups. Because I kind of like those a little bit more. Because you can focus on one unit instead of both. So it's like, oh, I don't want this one, but I want this one. Yeah. But they gave them all pretty much 2 step-ups worth. So they did try to mitigate it a little bit. But it's still like, okay, people's already exhausted their resources. That's the fiasco that happened way back then. And then there's something that happened recently where it's the Nier Automata crossover. A lot of people were waiting for this because 2B and A2 are some very, very powerful rainbow units. 9S has a very, very powerful TMR. And then on top of that, 21-0 has a very powerful TMR as well, even though she's 3 to 5-star. Well, a lot of people got a misconception about these 2 units, the 2 rainbows, which would be 2B and A2. Looking at what they gave them for the kits and whatnot, it really isn't all that bad. But they were not meta changing, and that's what kind of irritated a little bit of people. That's them just being power hungry. If you want to be honest. But their kits wasn't all that bad. They weren't the greatest, but I have seen worse. Like, go look up Gilgamesh, go look up Marie. There's quite a few 7 stars that actually didn't get too much, and they're going to really falter a lot faster than those two. They buffed Noctis a little bit, but he's still going to fall off pretty quickly. But that's the whole thing. And then they try to compare it to the Japanese version, because global and Japanese are practically 2 separate versions. Keep that in mind. And that's the first thing I try telling some people. It's like, okay, well, hey, guess what? We're not JP. We got A2 long before JP. So that's why theirs is completely different. And quite frankly, I don't know if they did too great with her. And then we have a 2B that's buffed compared to JP's. So I don't know why they have complaints about that. But yeah, it's caused a lot of uproar, a lot of backlash. And then we eventually found out, oh hey, if you go to the Fan Fiesta, you'll get Aurora Frevia, which is a very powerful 7-star, well, 7-star max unit. She starts off at 5-star. You'll get a copy of her for free. You'll get a prism to put her to 7-star for free. Well, it's not free because you got to pay to go to the Fan Fiesta. And then you also get, and this is where it really pissed a lot of people off, 10 unit of choice tickets. Now keep this thing in mind. Getting a unit of choice ticket is very, very difficult in some of these things. We have the King Mog events where you have to get a lot of currency. 150,000 in fact. That's more than JP. We actually have it harder. And they're getting 10 of these. You're getting roughly 2 unit of choice tickets a month. Maybe 3 if they have something lucky on there. That means people that go to this event get 5 months worth of pretty much unit of choice progress. And it's not like JP where it's like, okay, well, you can pick any 5-star that's in the game. No, it's where all the 5 stars have gone up to 7-star, you can pick from them. So for instance, we don't have Nameless Gunner Jake. He's named CG Jake on the JP side. We don't have his 7-star, so we don't get to pick him. And the reason I mentioned him is because he's underrated. He's going to have a very, very powerful limit burst when he comes out. But that's the thing. You get 5 months worth of work towards that just for going to that event. I can see why some people were irritated, but quite frankly, there's not much you can do about that. I mean, the Fan Fiesta itself is like, there's only one, and there wasn't that many. And then the other thing that really got me too is the fact that there's been other banners that came out of nowhere too. It's like, how are we really supposed to prepare for all this type of stuff? There's this one after another, and I'm honestly trying to save up for the Christmas one. I want 7-star Christine, period, point blank. I want her. The Ice Lolly is strong. Strong. And she's just going to get better. I highly suggest if you're using somebody like, I forgot her name, Elfrida or something. She's the one that comes with the Martial Glove. If you're using her and you're using Frevia, the normal Frevia, not Aurora, then you've got quite a decent ice team too, and Christine's just going to help towards that. And then it's like, it's just don't ruin it. Like, I just don't want them to screwed up the banner like that, how they did Halloween. Because keep in mind, those 3 Halloween units, Rain, the Last Well, and Sakura, only 3 units in the game that can hit 7-star that did not get a step up. Ever. All the old units where they got increased to 7-star, they gave them a chance in like periodic banners that lumped them together. They got step ups. Even they got step ups, even if they sucked. So that's the whole thing that kind of irritated that one. But honestly, a lot of those fiascos, I can see why people were pissed off and quite irritated. But the thing is, there's something very interesting that I'm looking at now. We recently had a weekend raid where you can get a nice handful of stuff pretty quickly. In fact, I've done it in like, I think 11 orbs. And that's considering I went through all the variations of it. But it was a raid event where we had to fight this Gigantor and try to get him as high level as possible. We got him to level 99. I think this might be related to that. Because keep this one thing in mind. I'll have the link to this in the pinned comment, because I seen a Facebook post of it. But I think this is related to the thing, but somehow we're getting, because it says Fan Fiesta participation, we're getting a Fan Fiesta gift basket. I'm guessing this is an accessory because it gives 3 effects. Limit burst fill rate plus 10%, attack and magic plus 5%. That's kind of crap. 25% double hand. So your double hand units can get a little bit more. I know I can use that for Olive if I had something better. If I didn't have something better, I still might be able to use that for Olive. But that's not bad. Here's where it starts getting better. That's not the only thing we get. You get the gift basket, which is probably an accessory. 6 million gil. 34 King Metal Minotaurs at max level. Let me put this into perspective here. If you know about these things, that is 4.5 million experience points per King Cactuar or Minotaur or whatever you want to call them. You get 34 of them. And 7 stars are very hard to level up. You can pretty much level up quite a few of them out the gate. And I'm still not done. 2 100% Trust Moogles. That is 2 free Trust Masteries. Insane. And I'm still not done. 35 EX summon tickets. 35 free summons. But that's not all your free summons. 3 4-star guaranteed summon tickets. EX summon tickets. So you get, what, 38 summons off of that so far? And I said so far. 2 5-star EX summon tickets. So that's 40 summons. 2 10+1 summon tickets. 62 summons. Another 10+1, but this one guarantees a 5-star. So that's 73 tickets. 73 summon tickets. 3 of them being guaranteed 5 stars. And another 3 being no less than a 4-star, which ups the chances of 5 stars. You also get, and this really shocked me too, along with everything else, 10,000 Lapis. I don't know if it's split between the players or whatever. It shouldn't be. But I think they're going to give 10,000 Lapis to every single person. You pretty much got $50 worth of Lapis right there. Probably more than 50. Oh, and we're still not done. 10 Fan Fiesta or Fan Festa select summon tickets. Now, if this is what I think it is, these are like unit of choice tickets for the Fan Fest, the fan made units. So you might be able to get one of them for free. Yeah, that's a lot of stuff I just read off right there. That's the big thing about all this. I don't know if it came from that event or whatever, but if this is directly from something they did on the Fan Festa, then we're going to get something else for the raid. Keep that in mind. But if this is because of the results of the raid of us hitting level 99, that is insane. This makes up for a lot of the fiascos that they had. The Halloween banner one, the VP one. A lot of people were pissed about the Nier one for some stupid reason, but it still would make up for it anyways. That pays you back for quite a bit of this. Because keep in mind, 10,000 Lapis, 73 free summons, 3 of which are guaranteed for 5 stars, 2 free Trust Masteries, tons of experience to level up your units. You can make 2 7-stars off of just the Gil and the Minotaurs as well, and probably max level them. And then on top of that, you got select summon tickets, which might mean more units. Anywhere between 1 to 10 more units. Oh, and there's an accessory that gives you double hand as well, which is actually kind of difficult to find in the game. So, yeah, that really made up for things. And some people actually still complain. They just can't be satisfied. So, yeah, if you're playing this game, and this goes to all players too. You might even want to start this game if you haven't joined it, because you're getting all this crap for free, I do believe. That is mind-blowing. You get all this stuff. It is amazing. It is incredible. And honestly, it kind of does make up for a few of their screw-ups in the past. It really does. But anyways, that's enough of this video. I've gone on pretty much ranting and talking about stuff for like almost 16 minutes. I might do more of this, but I'm like, recording from my phone is weird because that's how you hear my voice in there now. I'm like talking, but at the same time, I'm trying to put gameplay video on. It runs through my mic for some reason to try and record the sound and not directly from the app itself. But anyways, that's all for this video, guys. I might do more of it soon, especially if I get Christine to 7-star. And I'll see you next time. Take care.